would like to try to persuade you to start wearing your seatbelt. Now, I know a lot of times you think, hey, I'm only going 3 miles down the road. Why bother putting it on? Well, there are many good reasons to put your seatbelt on. Wearing your seatbelt, even for small drives, will benefit you and keep you safe. I'm just like you. Sometimes you forget to wear it because you are in a hurry or you just don't want to hassle with putting it on. But the reality is that seatbelts can save you from a ticket, or even save your life. A really good reason to wear your seatbelt is to avoid being cited by a policeman and getting pulled over. According to the GHSA, or Governor's Highway Safety Association, in March 2013, every state except New Hampshire requires adults 18 years and older to wear their seatbelt if they are in the front seat of their vehicle. In 15 states in the U.S., rear seatbelts are also enforced for adults. Now, for New Hampshire, only children under 18 are required to wear their seatbelt, whether or not they're in the front or in the rear. Now, we are in Arkansas, so let's discuss the laws that pertain to us. I'm sure everyone's gotten a seatbelt ticket eventually. Maybe not everybody, but if you are older than 15 years in Arkansas and you are sitting in the front without your seatbelt, you would get a ticket for at least $25. And they don't even have to have a reason to pull you over besides them seeing you not wearing your seatbelt. It sounds kind of ignorant, doesn't it? Anybody could prevent having to go to court and pay a fine just by strapping themselves in and putting on their seatbelt. You've heard the saying, click it or ticket. Now that's common sense. According to Gregory Istra, published in Pediatrics in 2001, found in the Academic One file called Motor Vehicles for Teenagers, most parents worry about their children driving. And that's pretty much common sense. So another benefit of wearing your seatbelt would be to give your parents a peace of mind. You always hear your parents as you leave your house, please wear your seatbelt before you leave. This is because they know that wearing your seatbelt could save your life, and they know how dangerous it could be if you wreck while not wearing your seatbelt. I'm probably speaking for the majority of us when I say I would not want to put my family through that kind of heartbreak just because I forgot to put my seatbelt on. According to the National Center for Health Statistics, most teenage deaths are caused by automobile accidents. Most parents will worry about their children regardless, but wearing your seatbelt will give them a little peace of mind. The best or most convincing benefit of wearing your seatbelt is that it could save your life. There's always these strange cases where an official says that they probably could have lived if they weren't wearing their seatbelt. That is not a good argument for not wearing your seatbelt. Those are very rare situations. At least 9 out of 10 times a seatbelt could save a life. So that's very rare. So a lot of people give that argument like, if I wasn't wearing my seatbelt, I wouldn't have got hurt, I wouldn't have got a big mark on my shoulder. But the reality is, if you weren't wearing your seatbelt, you could have went into anything, the windshield, the steering wheel, the dashboard. So according to an article called Seatbelt Statistics, published in EgnerSnyder.com, when wearing a seatbelt correctly, it reduces the risk of a fatal injury by 45%. This is almost half. Now this is just for the front seat passengers. Rear seat passengers with safety belts properly worn are 73% more likely to survive. Seatbelts are so important. Seatbelts use has increased amazingly in the past few years. Wearing your seatbelt can prevent you from getting a ticket, can put your parents' mind at ease, and can even save your life. Don't worry about it being uncomfortable or it's not the style trend. You don't want a belt going across your chest. You won't look cute. It'll mess up your outfit. Or whatever excuses people use today. The benefits of wearing your seatbelt outweigh the disadvantages 2 to 1. Wearing your seatbelt will benefit you and keep you safe.